Hello there, it's your Wisconsin wine guy. I am back with another wine review. Oh my God, 2019 is really shaping up to be a good season of wine. On today's show, we have a surprise. A new vintage. It's always nice when you can review a new vintage of a wine that you reviewed before. Now, for those who are new, very simple process. Thumbs up, meaning I highly recommend this wine. 3/4 saying I would drink this wine, maybe purchase a bottle. Halfway, it's not for me, but maybe it's for you. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. And thumbs down. Get that wine out of here. And these are wines that you can find on your everyday shelves of liquor stores, grocery stores, and some wine shops. So now, let's get this started. We're going back to a review that I did in 2018 for a wine, and the brand is Corvo. C-O-R-V-O. Corvo Rosso 2017. The vintage before was 2016. And the Corvo Moscato 2018. The vintage before was 2017. So this is going to be an extra special treat. Let's see how it goes. Now, both of these wines are from Sicily, so they're Sicilian wines. Grapes are grown there to produce the wines. So we're going to do, as I do when I have two wines from the same producer, I pour the wines, taste the wines, and then I give my opinion at the end for both wines. So here we go. We're going to first do, because we know the Moscato has a little sweetness to it, we're going to do the Rosso first. So the grapes in your Rosso, the Corvo 2018, will be Nero d'Avola and Merlot. And you got a percentage here, 85% Nero d'Avola, 15% Merlot, and we're talking about an alcohol percent of 12.5. Wow. So here we go. Wow. The aromas are just nice. Just from here, you can pick up on tart red cherry, some currant. You go deeper in the background, you get a little bit of ash, or kind of woody flavor for its aging, 10 months in cask, wood cask. All right, now here's the rinse. Now, for those of you who've been following along, you know how I feel about the Ritz, whether it be white wines or red wines. I want some acidity. I want the wine to be alive. So, mouth-watering is nice in flavor. Now, for the taste. Okay, I'm going to pour a little bit more in here, so when I get back to review, I'll have enough to taste. Now for the second wine, Haley's Corker. If you haven't purchased your Haley's Corker, you better do so. Now, Haley's Corker is keeping the wine fresh for me. As always, with the exception of this one, I open the wines up a day or 2 days ahead to give it a chance to breathe. But with the Moscato or something with fizz, it's pretty good the day of or the very next day. But I opened this day before, or one day before, and both the wines, and just holding up pretty good. So now, let's go back to the color on this. Look at that deep purple. At a different angle, we're talking about a garnet going down to ruby, but from here, it looks like a very deep purple, okay? That's the red. Now, the clarity. For this, a golden clarity with little bitty bubbles of fizz there. Can you see that? Let's get a close up. See the little fizz there? How cool is that? All right. Now for the nose. Oh my gosh. Does that smell good? Right. Funny. You oftentimes hear me speak of floral notes in a wine. Definitely get that here. Floral notes, apple, subtle apricot or nectarine. Let's give it a rinse. Wow, the floral notes definitely have picked up on the taste. They spiked up, but it's not overwhelming or overpowering. But I'm not going to do too much of that. I don't want to ruin the taste of the red, so let's go back to the red. Let me give you my opinion. So the 2017 Corvo Rosso, let me get another rinse. It handles itself pretty well after the Moscato. Nice. We got soft to medium tannins, mid palate of fruit, little plum, ripe tasting, robust, very elegant, very light, a nice easy red wine to drink on a daily basis. I don't know about it being aged, but on a daily basis, I think it's pretty nice. So Wisconsin Wine Guy is going to give the Corvo Rosso 2017 blend of Nero d'Avola and Merlot a thumbs up. I mean, I recommend you go out and try this wine. It's a good value wine, one that's good to drink every day, or to have in the cellar for people to just go and pick so don't mess with your, excellent or over-the-top wines. Now let's go to the Moscato, the Corvo Moscato 2018. Wow. Sometimes floral notes can be overpowering even on the nose, and sometimes it can just blend very well. It makes you think of spring. This is very bright, crisp. I enjoy the floral notes on this one. Usually I don't, so but this time I enjoy the floral notes. It blends very well with the fruit, just like a honey type finish, little apple, kind of pear. So for me, I'm gonna go 3/4 on this. The floral notes are there, but it can be overpowering for some or over the top for most people. But I would drink it. I would buy it. It's not overly sweet. It's not your typical Moscato, so it's not overly sweet. It's more fruity tasting than sweet, like some Moscatos. So 3/4 on this, and that's only because of the floral notes are just a little bit there. And if you're like keen in the taste, you'll pick that up right away. But 3/4, I would definitely buy it. I would drink it. I would do all kind of things with this wine here. But it's not going to go to the highly recommend. But 3/4 is pretty darn close for me. So Wisconsin Wine Guy for the Corvo Wines 2017 Rosso is definitely a thumbs up. And the 2018 Moscato is a 3/4, which is pretty darn close to a thumbs up. But I would enjoy both these wines. I'm interested to know what you thought of these wines. Again, new vintage, new vintage, new vintage. And as always, let your palate be the guide when selecting your next wine. Salud. Bye.